So what's up YouTube? I hope everyone are doing good. Okay, I just got up and I'm starting this video. Okay, don't see my face. Let's focus on the screen. Okay. In this particular video, I'm teaching you about AWK command. So AWK command is basically it is a Unix based command. So it is basically used to manipulate what text files using patterns and actions. Like if you know how to manipulate the text files using AWK command, then you are like 70%. Your every 70% problem using the Linux will be solved. Okay, why I am saying like that is that like AWK command is the powerful tool. Like it is so powerful in Linux. Like many programmers, like many bash script programmers, they will use this AWK command to what to get the answers easily. But it's not using AWK command is not easy, but it is kind of like in the first go you don't understand what is this and what is doing. But when you are practicing, then you will come to know how do you use this AWK command. The one thing is that if you manipulate if you learn all the tricks or tips or using this AWK command, like you will be pro to use the Linux. So, okay, let's enough of my blabbering and let's jump into the video. Okay, so AWK command, let me say the first syntax of how do you use AWK command. So AWK command starts with the single quotes. In the inside you need to have a flower bracket, then some actions inside that, and you need to specify a file. This is the syntax of AWK command. Okay, so the first example I can show you that is that in the actions you can specify print. Okay, then $1 or $0, something like that. I'll explain, don't worry. Okay, so this is just an example how it will actually look. Okay, let's jump into this thing. Okay, let's instead of using a file, okay, instead of creating a file, inputting a text, or like it takes to so many times, instead of that, let me take something that has a column. Let me think. Okay, so you have been using ps command lately. Okay, if you do ps command, you will get like 4 columns and 4 rows, something like that. Okay, you need to play with this. What you do, you use this pipe operator, which will take one command output as a input for the other command. Okay, so now what I do, I use AWK, then I will say print $1. Okay, then that's all. What I do, if I press enter, it will print the first column. Okay, like if it is printing first column, like you are specifying 1. What if you specify 0? So 0 is basically to print the whole column, like not whole column, like every columns, which is like same like ps. Okay, if you use 2, it will print the second column, or if you use 3, it will print the third column, or if you use 4, like vice versa, like that. Okay, let's stop this. So this is just a basic of using AWK command. Okay, let's jump into the like a little more complicated, a little bit complicated, not that complicated. Okay, let's like we finished using ps command. Let's go with the other thing. Now I'll teach you how to use the field separator. Okay, let's take somewhere that as a field separator. Let's go to the etc and password or shells. Okay, so here you see many things. Okay, you see many what rows. The one thing that is separated, like /sh/win/user, so it is separated with slashes. Okay, let's what we do is that instead of this, let's take password. You will come to know pa system. So now it is separated with the colons. Okay, it is separated with colons. You can see this colon is saying this is different, this is different, the 0 is different from this, 0 roots is different from that something, but it is separated with colons, right? Okay, let's play with that. Let's say what, let's say AWK, and now I use one what argument, that will be -f. I'm saying that, so I have a text which is separated by colons. Now what you need to do, you need to separate it, then print the first column in etc password. Okay, it should be in single quotes, sorry, I'll forget this one, it should be okay. So I'm seeing that there is a text, okay, there is a text which is separated by colons, then you need to print the first column only. What I do, I'm using a field separator, saying that the text is separated, the line of a text is separated by a colon, then I need to print the first column, that will be the names of that particular user. Okay, this all this everything is the what name of the users. Okay, there is many users by Eden, there is many users. Okay, not like in this system there is only 2 user, that will be parrot and the light user. Okay, this all the root users, all the any other users. Okay, there is many users. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Let's say not only the first this thing, let's say you need to print the fourth column also. Okay, it is printing fourth column, but like I can't see any difference, like I can't see anything that is separating, like I can't identify which is the first column and which is the second column. So what you do, you can specify double quotes and space so that it will separate it, or you can specify still more space so that it will separate it. This is the first column, this is the second column. Okay, now what you do, instead of giving a space, let's say you need to do something else, like let's say you need to add something else instead of space. Let's say you need to add dash in between them, so it will also do like that, it will also specify dash. Okay, let's say you need to print the 7th column or something like that. Okay, 7, we print 7th column also. Okay, which will be separated by dash. Okay, so see, this is the first column and this is the second column and this will be the third column in this, but in the particular what file, it will be the first and fourth and seventh, but here this is the first and this is the second and this will be the third. Okay, let's say like using this and all will be not this will be not a good practice. Okay, this is we are creating it, but it is not a good practice. But for that also AWK has a solution. Okay, instead of using these, like giving like more space and adding what dashes in between that, like it will take more time, right? Instead of that, there is one more thing that you can use, that will be let's clear this up. Okay, let's start that. Okay, that is called begin. Okay, that is called begin. But if you are using a begin, the begin and the print statement should be in one single quote. Okay, inside that one single quote. If you are writing separately, it will not give the exact output. So what I'm doing, begin, then you are specifying a flower bracket, then you are saying there is a field separator that is called double quotes. What you need to do, you need to add something that will separate it. Okay, so there is a field separator that will look like a double colon, then you, instead of colon, you need to replace it by a dash. Okay, if I press enter, it will replace everything with a dash. Let's give a little bit of space. No, see, everything, it will replace it by dash. You can see there is a what, it's not replacing. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. Instead of that, I need to use a double colon here. Yeah, see now like it is separating it, right? Instead of double colon, it is doing single slash, but it's not showing. So if you use this one, it is just what says that find something which looks like this, just replace it with this slash. So you can see many things. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, instead of that you can also use this one. Okay, no worries that, but it will not be like what professional, but it will be look like normal this one. So that is why I showed you how do you use a begin argument. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Okay, let's say let's go into my important folder. Okay, let's say you have a file.txt. Let's cat it. Okay, you have a file.txt now. What I do, don't think that AWK is only to find the print the content in the file with given patterns. It will also search whatever you need. Okay, let's say AWK print. Okay, print. So I'm giving this like this. Okay, I'm giving this and the file size. Sorry, I need to leave space. Okay, so I'm saying if you find any pattern which is matching inside this file which I am given in this particular file, then print that particular line. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's say this is starting in the last. Okay, let's this is starting in the last. Okay, I can't find that particular line, but it will you know that line is ending with something else. So if you need to print that particular line, you need to specify dollar sign, where this will be this sentence, like this word will be in the last. If I press enter, that will print the exact line which will end with this THIS word. Okay, let's say that it is starting let's say it is starting with the and then you need to use caret symbol. Okay, sorry for background noise. Okay, okay, AWK, let's say that it is starting with and, but you don't know which line it is starting with and, so you need to use caret symbol. That will be this symbol. So if you press enter, then it will display the line which starts with hand. Okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Okay, let's use cat etc shells. Okay, so you can see many shells. Okay, so currently I'm using a bash shell. So bash shells, like there is many shell like born again shell, bash shell, like fish, set fish, something like that. So fish is basically used in Mac operating system, so they use fish bash, something like fish, like there is many shells. Okay, there is many shells in that. I am using, like, Linux uses bash shell and Mac OS uses fish shell. Okay, let's say that you need to this is all the leave this is just a directory name. Okay, this is the shell name. Okay, this will be the shell name. Okay, I need only this names. Okay, I don't need the file names, where I don't need the folder names. I just need the shell names. Okay, only the shell names. How do you do that? In AWK command? So there is one more thing that is called nf. So nf is basically which will print the last word in that particular line. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's play with that. AWK, I'm specifying f. I'm giving a field separator. Okay, now I'm saying that, so the last word which is starting from slash, so I'm saying the last word will be starting from slash. Okay, that is a field separator. Now what I do, I'll say I'll enter everything inside this slashes. Okay, I'm saying that it will be starting from slash. It will be starting from slash. I gave a field separator. A field separator is different, that will separate it. Okay, but now I'm saying that it will be starting from slash. So I'm using caret symbol, that will be for starting, and I'm specifying it will be starting from slash. So if I do like this, it will not take as this argument, it will take this as a slash. So I need to use one backslash in between this, so that I'm specifying this as different and this as different. Okay, now I'll just create this spaces. Okay, now what I do, I need to print nf. So nf is basically will print the last word. If I press enter, okay, so it is printing the, okay, let's, okay, you need to have a dollar symbol. Yeah, this will print the last words. Okay, this will print the last words. See, it will print the last words, whatever the last word is there, so it will print. Okay, this is how you use nf. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's say you have some numbers inside a numbers folder. Okay, let's create folder numbers.txt. Let's input some numbers: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, let's close this. If I use AWK command and sorry, just messing it up. Okay, AWK command, then if I say total plus is equal to $1 end print total. So this will basically add everything. This will basically add everything. Like if I do cat and numbers, so you have this many numbers. If you count this, the total number will be 55. Okay, so it is saying total is equal to total $1. $1 will be the first column, as I said you in the beginning. $1 will be the first column. Then you are saying after calculating everything, in the end, just print the total. I need just a total. Okay, I need just total. Okay, so that is how you use this total. Like you can write the whole program in this AWK command. Okay, like let's show one example of writing a program in AWK command. Okay, let's write a program. So in AWK, let's say that it is starting from and for loop. You can also write the for loop. I'm writing a program for loop. Then I is equal to 1. Then I is less than 10. And let me don't leave a space so that it will cover the screen. I guess I can go for the next line. Okay, print the Q button is not working in my keyboard, sorry for that. Root of /i comma is then I into I. Okay, so this will basically print all the square roots, like 1 into 1, that will be 1, and 2 into 2, that will be 4. If I press enter, that will print the square root of 1 is 1, and the square root of 2 is 2, and 3 is 9, like that. So you can use this AWK command to write a program. As I said that you can write a whole program in the line. Okay, this is just an example of how do you use AWK for writing just a simple program. Okay, let's go into next one. Okay, let's say that okay, now let's play with the df command. So df is basically called disk free command. So let's what say you need to print only the what line which is saying dv/sda. You need to print only these lines. Okay, only these lines, not every time. I don't need every lines. I need only the this lines, only this line which is saying dev sda 1 2 something like that. What you do df and you use pipe command and awk command. Then inside a single quote you're specifying it will start with slash, then there is dev, and it will start with like you are entering everything inside what double slashes. Okay, what and all the sentence that I enter, that will be inside this double slash. Leave this double slash and then you learn how to use the patterns inside this double slash. Okay, inside this double slash, like neglect this double slash and see the content which is inside this double slash, then you'll understand what it is actually doing. In this double slash I'm saying that dash dev and dash sda. If I give like this, it will think this double slash also basically this will ignore this double slash. Okay, this slashes. So if I do like this, if I give like this, it will ignore the slashes. Slash dev, it will ignore the slash, then it will say only dev. It will take only dev and sda. So I should not do like that. So I need to use one backslash here. I need to one specify a backslash saying that please what take this slash. You don't just ignore it. Okay, here also I need to use one backslash. Okay, now what I do, I'll just STA. Now I am saying print the what dollar and zero. If I press enter, nothing will be printed. Okay, if I press enter, it will print only those lines which has SDA dev and SDA1 or SDA2. Let's say that I don't need everything. I need only the first column. Okay, I need just separate it. Okay, I need this will be the what second column, I guess. Yeah, I need a second column. Okay, now I need a third column. Okay, now what I do, you can use operators. You can use plus, minus, into, something like that in between this. Okay, if you use plus, it will add this to and it will give the result. Let's check that also. If I do use plus, if I press enter, then it will add this. If I use minus, then it will subtract it. If I use into, then it will multiply it. That is how we can use AWK command. AWK command is like it's like a pro. It's like a Superman for a Linux command line. Okay, let's go for the next one. That will be like not only this one. Let's see cat etc slash etc slash shells. Okay, so you see many shells, right? I showed you before, but you need to sort this. You need to say that do not print which is less than 7, so what you do, awk and inside the single quotes length $0 length $0. If it is more than 7, in etc and cells, only then print it. So see, there is many, it will ignore this and it will print everything. Okay, now let's jump into the next one. Okay, the next one will be let's say you have a folder. Okay, let's create a folder. Nano. Okay, you have already a folder, right? Okay, let's use this number.txt itself. Let's say AWK, and inside the single quote print sub str, then dollar one $1 comma 4 number. So it does not print anything because there is only one column. Okay, instead of this file, let's use ps command. Okay, using this ps command, I use pipe, then I say awk inside a single quote print substring, and inside a bracket you're specifying $0, comma 4, so or 2 or 3. Let me take 3. If you press enter, let me take from 1. Okay, see, you can see that if you are printing from $1 to 3, then it will print from here. Okay, let's say that you need to print from the beginning also. Let's take 0. Let's take 1 itself because it is not specifying it. It's not taking. Okay, it will print the 4th. There is 5290 is here, right? 522, yeah, it will print the substrings. Okay, that is how substring is used. Okay, let's clear the screen. You can see /etc shells. So if you need to print the last last name, last word or something like that, you can also use end. It should be capital. You can also use end and print. It should be small. Print nf. Okay. After that, you need to specify the shells. So it will. Sorry, it is nr, not nf. Nr. So it will specify the total. So see, it is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so it will not print the last word. Sorry, it will print the total number of lines which is present in this particular file. Okay, it will not print the last word. I am really sorry. It will print the it will print the total number of lines. It will print the total number of lines. Okay, let's do with the current. So there is number.txt. Let's cat number.txt. So there is 10 lines. Okay, so including this spaces, that will be totally 11. So now what I do, I'll do AWK. Inside this, I'll specify end. It should be capital. Okay, inside this, I'll specify print nr. Okay, nr. Then I'll specify number. It will totally print 11 because including this space, there is one space here. Okay, so it will count the total number of lines which is present in this particular number.txt. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Let's say you have a so you can also use like you can modify the output format also using this AWK, and you can also use let's say that there is a people.txt file here, and you need to use you need to print only the people name and age and something like that. Okay, let's do like that only. Let's create a file people.txt. okay, txt. Now what I do, I'll specify a person name. This will be my name, and this will be someone names, and this will be someone names. Okay, this will be the first column. Okay, so I'll separate it with colon. Now I'll just separate it with spaces. Now what I do, I'll specify age, that will be 34, and E will be 45, and E will be like 56. Now I'll save it. Okay. Now using this people.txt, I can write what sentence like print f. Okay, so I can specify a name colon uh, uh, what percentage yes comma age double colon $d slash n, because s is basically a string I am specifying, d is basically like integer. Okay, after that comma, then $1 that will be the person name, comma, and $2 that will be the age, and you need to specify a file name. So this will print the name, this is the person name, and this is the age, and this is the person name, and this is the age, and this is the person name, and this is the age. So here you like it is taken space as a person name. Okay, just ignore this. I just left a space in there in this particular people.txt. Okay. Okay, we can go for the next one. Okay, let's say that what let's say that let's go for the people also, people.com, people.txt. Now let's add some more. Let's add year of born, year which year that person what was born, 2004, something like. Okay, it's like 54, and let's take 25. Like just ignore the years. Okay, I just randomly did it. Okay, now I'll close it. Okay, now I close it. Now I not this one, sorry. Okay, now what I do, I need to use a third column. Then I need to print which is more than that. Like if it is more than this thing, then print it, or don't print it. Okay, let me show you an example. I'll use AWK. Then inside a flower bracket, I'll say if $3, that will be the third column. Okay, $3 is more than 2000. Let's say it is more than 2018. Okay, then print that person name. Yeah, it will check the third column, that will be this column. Then if it will check that if it is more than 2018, like if that person born, like if it is more than 2018, it will print that person name, that will be 2025 and 2054. So that is how we can use if command, if statement, if condition, and all. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Let's say you need to print the content one by one. Okay, let's use AWK. Then inside the single column, then for I is equal to 1, comma, for I is equal to nf is basically the last, and I plus plus, so which will loop print the $I. So $I is not even, which will start with 1 and will be incremented like in I plus plus. Then I need to specify a file name, that will be people only specify. If I do like this, then it will do like this. If I specify a number, then it will also print like this. So it's basically just, it will loop if in this 3 lines is 1 line in this people.txt, you know that, right? So it will print like line by line, like it will take 1 line, then if it is 3 parts, and if it is 3 rows, then it will print line by line. So that is how we can use a for loop also. Okay, you can also use while loop, just try using that. So you can also use many ARGV also you can use. then ARGC also you can, it's like a file input and file output. So it will allow you to access a command line arguments, so you can also use like this. Okay, the next thing that you can use is that you can use user defined functions, like you can specify the functions also. Let me show an example. You can also specify your own functions. Use AWK, that should be small, AWK, sorry for background noise. Okay, you can specify the function, then square, okay, then x, then return x into x, okay, x into x, then you can print square, then in the bracket, sorry, in this bracket you can specify $1. Okay, so this will basically print the square of a number. Okay, you saw that in the number.txt there was 1 2 3 4 5 6 till 10. Okay, so it will take the first column, that will be 1 2 3. In the first column, the first will be 1, it will go inside square, then it will take x is equal to 1, then it will return x 1 into 1. In the next it will take 2, then it will return as 2 into 2, like that. In the before also I showed you how do you do this using for loop also. Now I am showing you how do you use this using user defined functions. So you can also use user defined functions, or you can write a whole program using for loop or while loop or if loop, something like that. You can use many things, like it is like all rounder. It's AWK command is like all rounder. Okay, let's go for the next one. Let's say you have a multiple file, you need to print the multiple files first column, like that. You can also use AWK, and in the single quote print comma and $0, that will be the whole file, and you have number and people. So it will print the file name with that content. So in this particular file name there is content 1 to 10. In this particular people.txt there is content 1 to 5. Okay, let's say you need to print the first column, not the whole thing, just a first column. You can use $1, that will print the first column, only the name in the people.txt. Okay, you don't need a file name. Okay, you don't need file name, you just neglect the file name, it will print just a content. Okay, like just for the design I am showing you that you also use file name to print, so that you can understand this content belongs to this particular file. Okay, the next thing that you can use is that you can also use with ignoring cases. Let's like ignore cases. Let's say in number.txt there is nothing. Okay, let's go into the people. Let's add some more. Let's as fruits, it is like 30 years old, and it was born in 89, like something like that. Okay, don't worry about text. Now what I do now, cat people. Okay, you can see the content, so that I'm doing cat. Okay, now what I do AWK, then I use ignore cases, igno or ignore case is equal to 1, then find fruits and just print it. Let's say you have a capital letter. Okay, you have a capital letter and you have a small letter, but you need this string, any case you need this string. But if it is capital also I agree, if it is small also I agree. So that you need to use ignore case, so that it will what sorry, did I make a mistake? Print it should be syntax error. Case is equal to 1 and slash fruits, fruit is fruits, it's correct. and people.txt, it's correct. So ignore cases, yeah, just a minute. So this is what the syntax it's look like, but it is showing this current line case is equal to print.txt. Okay, so this is how we use a case, what ignore case, but I don't exactly know this is exactly the syntax we use for ignore cases, but it is not taking that exact syntax. Okay, let's dive into the next one instead of just wasting your time in this. Okay. Okay, let's clear this up. This is how we use ignore case. Okay, don't worry about that. Let's go for the next one. Let's use this begin. It should be in the capital begin, and OEFS double quotes. Okay, then print $1 comma $2 take people. So this will basically take the content of the people.txt, and if it finds any if it does not find any separator, then if it finds like a space as a separator, then it will include what comma in between that, then it will print it. Okay, that is how we use this thing. You can also use what if there is a numbers, then you can also use for sum, as I showed you, that you can also add calculate the sum of the values. If there is a numbers, only the numbers in the column, then you can use for loop or if loop, something like that. Or you can check if the length is more than 8 or something like that, then only then just print it. For that also you can use. Then you can also sort any, if you are printing anything, then you can use for sorting out. Let's say there is a date, then you can use a field separator as what dash symbol, dash, so that it will separate by dash. That's also you can use it. So like you can use it like for anything, like anything. Okay, let's do something. Let's say you have a email.txt file. So you have some emails in that file. Let's do for email.txt this. Okay, don't give, I was giving my email. Okay, let's take preethamdev@gmail.com. let's say Preetham Dev123. This is not my email, don't message in this email. Okay, okay, Preetham Dev and 456 at gmail.com. Okay, let's save this file. Okay, why comment not found? Okay, okay, now if I do cat email, you can see all the content. Okay, let's delete the last line, not this. Okay, if I cat email, so you can see 3 emails are there. Now how do you extract and print only the emails from the text file? How do you do? So since it contain only the emails, like you can just print it using AWK command. But what if there is a text inside that? How do you print that? Okay, let's go for email, then add some text. Okay, so this is text. Okay, let's go for this one. This is the another text. Okay, this is the last text. Okay, now I'll save it. If I can do cat and email. Okay, you can see there is a emails and there is a text. In between the emails there is some text. But how do you sort these emails? I just need the emails, I don't need the text. How do you use AWK command to sort this out? So there is a big command that I'll show you now. Using AWK, what to do inside this one, you can specify no, you can't use like that. Okay, let's clear the screen. Let's cat email, sorry for the background noise. Okay, AWK, and inside the single quotes you can say while match, inside the bracket dollar symbol 0, that will be in the first column, so I'm using dollar symbol 0. Then you're saying, yeah, what if it is capital letter A to Z, or small letter A to Z, sorry, capital letter A to Z. Okay, now small letter A to Z, like if it is a capital letter A to Z, or small letter A to Z, or if it is a number, or else if it is underscore and a percentage, anything, minus and a plus and at, it should contain at. Okay, it should contain at. It can start with alphabet, small alphabet, zeros, or anything, a percentage or plus, anything like that. It should contain at. Okay, after that it should contain the same thing, A to Z, or A to Z, or 0 to 9, or dot, that will be something. Okay, slash, then plus backslash dot, then A to Z, then small letter A to Z, outside that in the bracket 2 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, and slash. Okay, you have to finish it with. Okay, now I'm starting with a new bracket. There I'm printing it, print substring what, $0 $0, then need to print r start, comma, r length. You need to separate it with a semicolon. Then $0, that will be the first, is equal to so it should be small, sub string, then $0, comma, and r start, then plus r. You can just forward this because I'm taking long time to text. Okay, then it is separating. Okay, now I specify email.com. Okay, now it will print all the emails. If you use this full code, it is saying while match this particular given pattern, or rejects regular expression, match this regular expression, only then select it. Okay, what is saying, it can start with what, A, capital letter A, small letter A, or 0 comma 9, or 0 to 9, any numbers. Then it should have at symbol. So this text does not have any at symbol. Okay, so that it will not select it. Only the text which is having at symbol, then it will select. After that it can have any string. After that it can have any string or numbers, and it can contain anything, but it should contain at symbol, that symbol. Okay, after that print substring, that will be in the first column, then r start and the r length. Okay, then you need to do substring for first column, then you need to say r start and r length. Then you need to specify the file name, then it will sort it based on the given pattern, that will be for email only for email. So it will ignore all the text, and then it will print only the emails. So like as I said you before, if you learn AWK command, you will be like a pro. Okay, you'll be like a pro using what using this Linux command line. Okay, so you can do anything like let's say let's do one more thing. Let's do this PS. Okay, so let's think that different let's think in a different manner. Let's say instead of printing like this, I need PID and TTYL to be swapped. I need TTYL first and PID the next. What I do, AWK insert the single quote, temp is equal to $1. You can specify temp is equal to $1, which will hold the first column. Then what I do, I'll do $1 is equal to $2. That will be $1 will be $2 now. Now what I do, I'll specify $2 with a temp. That's all. I'm just swapping it. $2 is equal to temp. Then I need to do one. Then okay, if I press enter, instead of pressing enter, I need to specify PS here in the beginning. Then I need to, okay, if I do like this, it will swap the column only. It will swap. See, it came for the first and the PID went to the last, second. So like if you know AWK command, you will be like a pro, as I said before. Like just learn how do you use AWK command. Before learning AWK command, I was feeling like it's a kind of difficult one. Like seeing that AWK only, I was getting frightened. So it will be so much difficult. So I can't understand. But after using that, I felt like, oh, this is amazing. This is like superhero, something like that. Okay, let's do one more thing. Cat people. Okay, let's say there is the string that you need to compare. Like there is two string that you need to compare. You can use AWK, and inside the single quote, whatever operation you do, you need to do inside a single quote. Don't forget that. If you forget, then the output will not come. Okay, let's say that you need to Preetham and okay, then you need to specify a file name. So wherever the given pattern or a given string matches, there it will print. If the string does not matches, and if the string also matches, then it will print. Okay, so there is Preetham matching. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do PRER. So it will not match because this is an AND operator. AND operator need 1 and 1. So that it will then it will give the output. 1 into 1 will be 1. So if this is correct and this is correct, only then the AND operator will work. If not, the AND operator will not work. Okay, let's go for the next one. Let's say you need to print the lines in what numbered format. Let's do cat people. Okay, so you need a number like 1 2 3 4 5 like that. So you can use AWK inside the single quote. You can print NR comma and $0, and the file name will be people. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so there is like many things that you can alter, and you can play with this AWK command. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Just I don't like to waste a time. I don't like to waste your time, sorry. Okay, let's say that you need to print the odd number line. Okay, so that you can also use AWK, and you can specify that NR $2 is equal to 1. Then you don't need a bracket here, I guess. Bracket, then you need to specify a people. Then it will print only the odd lines. If you need even lines, then you can specify 2. It will print you need to specify 0, sorry, not 2. You need to specify 0 because anything which is divided by 2 or something like that, you need to get 0. If it is 0, then it is multiplication of 2. If it is not 0, then it is multiplication of odd numbers, something like that. Okay, if I press enter, it will print only the even numbers. Okay. uh, okay, let's say this will be the last. Okay, I don't take much more time of yours. Let's cat people, sorry, let's cat people. Okay, so now you need, so you can see there is many text that is in lower letter. You now you need to do it in uppercase letter. How do you do that? You use AWK, then inside a flower bracket, then you can use TO upper, then you can specify the whole thing, that will be $0. Then you need to specify file name. It will convert everything to uppercase. Let me say you need to convert it lower, then you can also use lower, I guess. It will convert everything to lower. So that is how you use AWK command. Okay, so this is up guys, and thank you for watching and thank you for having patience. But the last thing I want to say is that just try using the AWK command. Just don't feel to neglect, and don't just neglect to use the AWK command every time, because AWK command is the most powerful tool. Like compared to every other AWK, command, Linux commands, AWK is the best one, so that you will learn how to use the programming inside AWK, and you how to alter every rows or column like that. Like just learn how to use AWK, then you will become pro. I guarantee that you will become a pro in Linux command or Linux bash scripting, like that you can become pro. Okay, so that is all up guys, and thank you for watching. Bye.